Hi, my name's Chris, and I've been converting this ex-U-Haul box truck into a work living space for a long time. What you are looking at right now is me giving it a kind of a touch-up of paint. This is not really a touch-up, it's more of a finishing the first layer, but I'm finally covering up the exposed bits of wood, and I'm getting it ready to start looking a little bit nicer as I'm into phase 2 of my construction. I filmed the entire paint process, and I didn't want to stretch it out into a 20-minute video of just me painting because that would be boring. So I'm whacking it at the start here for you. But I've got some other stuff coming up that I wanted to show you. We have a lot going on, and I'm probably going to have to narrate a lot of this video. In here is my smaller power station, my power bank. It has its own solar input and a little battery attached to it that I put in yesterday. Pecron F3000. That has an extension cable going from one of the AC outlets to my desk. And what I'm going to do is I have made 3 homemade cables. These cables are going to be attached to the different circuits, AC circuits around my truck. The second longest one is going to be plugged in to another of the AC outlets on there. It's going to be ran through, and it's going to be connected to the upper cabinets, which have my router and all of that sort of stuff up there. What I need to do now is, I was just about to say I need to plug it in, but that would be a terrible idea. I'm going to rest it gently down on the ground, and then I'm going to feed it through, trying not to knock my guitar on the wall. And I'm going to feed it through the holes in this unit. Yeah, I'm going to connect this up to the upper thingy. I'm tired. As you can see, I have my old battery banks are still here. This eventually will be replaced with the expansion batteries for my Pecron F5000, but they have not arrived yet. So I literally am going to have 3 power systems running simultaneously for about a week. So this is a very frustrating setup, but we're getting there. So this is the cable that we just fed through. What I need to do is I need to split this into 3. And what I'm going to use is, I'm going to use these. So these are called butt connectors. And butt connectors just basically attach 2 pieces of wire together. All of my cables are 14 gauge. So this is a 16 to 14 gauge. So it goes from 16 big, and then it shrinks down when you use the heat on it. It shrinks down to 14. So that's what we're going to use to connect the cables together. This cable is going to connect to the AC cable up there in my upper cabinets, my socket in the upper cabinets. Now, currently, I don't have any AC coming in. I don't have any AC going out, and I do not have my inverter on. It is solely working in solar charge controller mode. So basically, it's just taking the solar from the sun and charging the batteries with it. But I'm going to be careful, and I'm going to take the AC out. I'm going to unhook that so that I'm just making sure that I'm working very, very safely. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Now, one thing that I've just noticed is that obviously this is attached to the grounding peg on the inverter, but my screwdriver does not fit to unscrew it. I don't know how I did this. I don't think I've got any smaller screwdrivers, but I was just going to snip it, but that's probably a bad idea. Maybe I need to cut it and electrical tape it off. Let's do that. So now all of these AC circuits are off. I have AC in, well, it's not switched on, but I have AC in to the inverter, but the AC out that was going to these circuits is now done. So here is where I have a great idea, and I find some little lever clips for wires that I'm like, maybe I'll use this instead of the butt connectors. Okay, here's what we've done. Here's the cable coming from the power bank. Here's the cable going up to the upper cabinets, which I'll show you now, and we'll see what we can do from here. All right, so now that is wired. In theory, that top outlet should work. I'm gonna find something to plug into it. I'm gonna plug in my heat gun because it has an on-off switch and it won't just click on straight away. So let me plug this in. And then what we're gonna do, now that's plugged in, we are going to plug in this into an outlet. I guess it's this way around. Okay, that is in. That is in and plugged in. I am nervous. I'm nervous with electricity. And in theory, if this outlet works, this heat gun should turn on. It doesn't turn on. Let's figure out. AC is on. I'm trying to figure out exactly what happened here. I double checked the cables. It's definitely going to the right circuit upstairs. I'm just going to double check that the wires were connected properly to the outlet. Should be fine. So I'm thinking what happened is that maybe just the connections between the two cables are just loose. The clips went down, the wires were too short maybe. So I'm gonna double check the connections there as well, but I wanted to double check this because I haven't fully inspected this. All right, back to square one with the butt connectors per wire. I've now butt connected those two cables together. It is definitely secure. So I'm going to perform the same test. I'm going to connect it up again. And I'm going to connect this up there on the upper cabinet outlet, and I'm going to see if we can get it working. So let's make sure nothing crazy is happening down here. No craziness on that display, which is good. And then you plug this in. Yes. Okay, good. So to the outlet in the upper cabinets, I've just connected my router and my little network attached storage, my home lab basically. I've just attached that to the outlet up there. So I'm getting 0 watts being pulled. Which is a little bit weird. Because there should be something. Well, I definitely have power, so I don't know why it's not displaying that something is being pulled, but I have power. There's an app that comes with Pecron to show you where the power is going. So it's currently drawing 100 watts out. That is for my computer. That is for my network attached storage as well. I disconnected my solar from it for now. And it will last, well, it's saying it'll last 57 hours. But yeah, this basically tracks what's in and out of my small power bank. So it works, which is great. I now precisely have one AC circuit connected, which is good. Better than 0, I guess. I do not like doing the butt connections. I don't like it. Gonna be honest. Do not like it. It's fiddly. It makes me nervous, and just no. It's just a big old no from me. But I have to do it for all of them. So we are moving forward slowly. Now it's pulling 28 watts. And at this rate, it will last 34 hours with no topping up. That's fine. Okay, so now what we can see is you can't see the screen very well. We have 117. Wow, you really can't see the screen. We've got 110 watts coming in, got 20 watts going out, 110 in, 30 going out. So we're slowly topping up through the solar panel at the back. It is a particularly overcast day today, so it's fine. Got plenty of juice going on, and I can always top up via AC power if I need to. But we are moving and grooving, and we have the desk circuit set up now. So I will, this is the making of. I will go through in detail exactly what it is in probably a different video. I don't know what this video was, but thank you for joining me in connecting a new power station to my system. That's it for now. For now, I'm clocking out. The second thing I'm going to do is now circuit 2, which is my kitchen outlet. I am going to add in the States they call them pigtails, I think, of just a plug and a wire, and then I'm going to do that to my kitchen AC circuit. I'm already tired of doing this. I've successfully managed to put this on the end of that for the kitchen socket. So what I'm going to do now is plug this into, I'm going to plug it into my mini little Bluetti that I've been using for my heat gun. So I've been plugging the heat gun into the Bluetti. So I think I'm going to plug this into here to test out the kitchen outlets, because that's what this goes to. At least if anything goes wrong or is, you know, I get electrocuted, I'm only getting power from my little Bluetti. Let's try it out. Let's figure it out. Let's see what happens. Let's go. We can try the outlet. Yes. So we have 2 outlets wired up. This has taken a long time. This has taken a really long time. I'm gonna go outside and get some fresh air because I'm boiling hot, but we're moving forward slowly, slowly. I just did this outlet here. I just wired it up and pigtailed it off camera because it is just the dullest thing to look at, but we're gonna test it out on camera to see if it works, and hopefully it does. So here's my little Bluetti, and now we've got, look at my labeling system. So kitchen 2 is now going in to the Bluetti, and we're going to turn it on. Fingers crossed. Okay, we've got a click. Great. Now we're going to do the old classic. Oh, I don't even need to do the classic test. Look at this. This is on. Oh, and there's my Amazon delivery. Hold on. Hello? Okay, perfect. Awesome. So that delivery was some single breakers that I can use when connecting all of these circuits. So that was perfect timing. Beautiful. So we can tell that it works because, as I was saying, my little fly catcher thingy is glowing. So we now have a new circuit. Let me just do the old heat gun test anyway, just to make sure. Yeah, beautiful. We have working sockets. So we have 2 working kitchen outlets, my upper cabinet working outlet, my desk cabinet working outlet. We have all the basics that I've wanted to have. I could add some more, but not tonight because I'm really tired. So that is it for now. Maybe it's the end of the video because we did 3 outlets. We figured it out. I've still got my whole entire my whole entire main power system that I need to install. So I'm going to do that in another video. So
that is it for now. Thank you for joining me. For now, I'm clocking out.